the church is not just for me, it's for the church, it's for us. No, God wouldn't want that in Jesus' name. Now let me tell you.
Boy, that pastor shining on the congregation, ain't it? He got more ice than a refrigerator. He got more ice than a deep freezer. That son bitch got Alaska on his neck. Boy, this some fucked up Christianity right here. How much y'all been paying in tithes and offerings? Shit. From the looks of him, y'all been giving up more than 10%. That pastor sells drugs. Talk about the Bentley he pull up at the church. It's for all y'all. Can't nobody drive it. I'd steal the fuck out that Bentley. If I was an elder of the church, I'd get one of my YN grandbabies in New Jersey drive the fuck out that car away from the church. Boy, this pastor deserved to get robbed, you hear me? And this the most fucked up shit right here. The church sound packed. This better be AI. It's 2025. And if y'all niggas still up in church getting all y'all money away, I guess you deserve it. Ain't no way in hell I'm be eating oodles and noodles. And the pastor over there eating filet mignon, telling me to pray for better days. Motherfucker, your better days right here.
I, Roberta McCoy, given faith and stand in unity with the vision of perfecting church of sowing this seed of $1,000 plus $235 and receiving the blessings to come to all that participated.
Now that's only $1,200.
Yes.
Y'all not listening to what I'm saying. If you have 1,000 plus 1,000.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna work on the other 800.
Well, that ain't what I asked you to do.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha. And never mind me digging in my nose. Had a fat ass booger. You know what I'm saying? When you gotta get it, you gotta get it. That was Scumbag Pastor Pork Chops Marvin Winans. I'm assuming he's of, I don't know, some relation to Kiki and Cece Winans. I don't know, I could be wrong. That might just be a black name that I'm not keen on of it being actually like common. In any event, this is why I don't like church and pastors. They're fucking scumbags. The woman shelled out $1,235. Now he said 2,000, right? But I'm on the side of the woman shelling out $1,235 hard-earned dollars. They say in the Bible to give 10% of your earnings, right? So the fact that she shelled over $1,235 like it was nothing to a nigga that, let's just keep it real. These niggas ain't using the money for no good. If the churches was using money for good and that shit was going to charitable causes, there wouldn't be no fucking homeless people on the streets. Let's just call it what it is. If churches actually helped the community, there wouldn't be a slew full of homeless people littered and lined up on the damn sidewalk. You know what I'm saying? I live down the street from a church. It's a big ass cathedral-like church. And it's a whole bunch of people sitting on the outside, laying on the steps of the church. Right? Monday through Sunday, they can't get inside. They just got to sit on the fucking steps and trash is just building up. I'm assuming on Sundays they let them in, let them get warm and sleep inside the church. But the fact that the church can't double as a homeless shelter Monday through Saturday is beyond me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you should have a person, an usher, a deacon, and maybe a janitor to keep the place clean while the people are inside sleeping on the benches, using the bathroom so they don't have to sleep, piss, and shit all on the ground. That's just me. Hell, in this big ass church, there's even a kitchen. So like, even if you don't allow them to make food, have somebody on deck like an usher that can make them some food, get them some quick little snacks, and sleep on the pews Monday through Saturday. Then Saturday night, have somebody come in there like a janitor, you know what I'm saying, clean it, Febreze it, mop or whatever, and you return them to outside. And then Sunday morning, everybody can come in, file in the church like, you know what I'm saying, all is well. But instead of doing that, churches rather just do arbitrary shit like pass out sandwiches and let them sleep on the steps. So the fact that she shelled out this damn money and he said some flippy shit, I would have took my $1,200 back. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I would, like the goodness in my heart, I'm giving you $1,200. You gonna tell me that's not what you asked for? The woman says she'll work on him. I would. The fact that somebody gonna tell you they gonna work on making $800 to give your black ass says a lot. Like that, I would have actually cut the woman some slack. You said $2,000, but she gave you $1,235. Bro, you get what you can get, because the church is probably tax exempt, and you're not using the money to help the homeless. So the least you could do is shut the hell up and just collect the money. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't like churches or pastors, because all of them, they remind me of pimps, right? Before they was a pastor and they got saved, they was in the streets in their younger age, pimping young, unsuspecting women. And the fact that he was talking to this woman that's probably old enough to be my grandmama was disrespectful. Matter of fact, if that was my family member in the church, I would have G-checked him. You know what I'm saying? If that was my auntie or my grandma or my mama or my sister, yeah, I would have had some words with his big hefty ass. And if he didn't like it, we could have got it on. But like the fact that he had the audacity to come out his face after she shelled over her hard-earned money. Yeah, bro, that right there, that was ungrateful, unappreciative as hell. And yeah, I'm just, the churches, they getting too beside themselves. The pastors getting too Brody. They starting to talk to people crazy. They're not conducting themselves like, at least I can say back in the day when I was a lot younger, at least pastors, they kept some type of decorum, right? Even if they were former pimps, they knew how to be smooth. These motherfuckers now are just abrasive. They're commanding people to shell over money so they can get a damn private jet. They asking people to donate $8,000. They cussing out the congregation because they're not shelling over or meeting a certain quota for the pastor. It's like, bro, what the fuck? This ain't a job, and you ain't supposed to live off the people. When I did go to church and I was a lot younger, there was a pastor named Pastor Manaway at Tabernacle Missionary Baptist Church on Jackson Street, some shit in Seattle when I was younger. This man had a PhD. He was a psychiatrist. He actually had a working job Monday through Saturday. He wasn't even there during Bible study. He was only there on Sunday. He had a real job. His wife, I think she was a principal or superintendent of a school district. Like, they had real jobs. They didn't leech and eat off the people. When you seen Pastor Manaway upgrade from a Cadillac to, I want to say that nigga bought what the hell did he buy? No, when he went from a Cadillac Seville, or I think it was a DeVille or Seville, one of the shits. When he went from that to a CLXR or one of them newer model Cadillacs, he bought that. He didn't actually live off of too much money that the church had generated. He had a working psychiatrist practice. He literally would counsel couples, underage kids. I think he was even my therapist for a couple months when my mom needed us to get therapy, because I had a counselor when I was, I think, 10 or 11, me and my brother, and the psychiatrist that I had, or therapist that I had, she ended up committing suicide. So I think he had like counseled us for a few months till my mom found another practice for us, because within that window of time, my psychiatrist had committed suicide, my uncle committed suicide. We was living out in racist ass Washington state. So as little black kids growing up, you know what I'm saying, my mom wanted to make sure that we had a little bit more constructive direction when we was growing up, because my dad was in and out of my life, and it did a world of good. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up entirely toxic. I had a person to talk to. It did kind of fuck me up though when my therapist actually committed suicide, because on the surface she seemed, looking back at it, she seemed like she was on the level. You just never know what people are going through. Ironic shit was, she was listening to our problems and she had nobody to talk to. But that's another episode for another time. Going back to this, yeah, so he had counseled us, so he made working money. This fucking scumbag, is literally living off the people, and we could tell that he eating real good by his weight and his elderly age. And the fact that like he had the audacity to talk to this older woman like she wasn't nothing, or like at least with more respect, that shit says a lot, bro. The fact that he's not even facing backlash and people haven't started abandoning his church like TD Jakes is beyond me. But it's amazing what people will do and how loyal they'll stay to the pastor, right? When TD Jakes was accused of going to Diddy parties, people still stood by his side. When Bishop Eddie Long was accused of essaying underage boys, people still stood by his side. Hell, when Creflo Dollar choked out his daughter and choked his wife, people stayed by his side. Hell, even Pastor Kenneth Copeland called black people evil or the devil. I don't see people in droves abandoning his church. So, yeah, the psychology of the people that attend these churches, man, the code is strong with these motherfuckers. In any event, if you like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe. And also, for all you racist people that be in my comment section, I know you disagree with a lot of shit that I say. Let me know in the comment section when I lied. In any event, I'm out.